women's pairs, with just one of last year's finalists in today's race, and that's Christine Gusser, one half of the French partnership in lane number 4. But in lane number 1, furthest away, Germany, that's Heike Zazwoka and Andrea Getsch, who were second in Lucerne to the Australians just about a month ago. Then in lane 2, Maria Maunder in the bow, and in the stern, the very experienced Kelly Mahn. And out to their right in lane number 3, the Australian combination of Megan Still in the bow, Kate Slatter facing you. These two women who were part of the 4 last year that picked up a bronze medal in Indianapolis. For France, the newcomer, Céline Garcia, the junior world silver medalist in single sculls 12 months ago, with Christine Gusser in the bow. Then the United States partnership of Missy Schwemm and Karen Kraft, they were reserves last year. And finally, Anka Tanasi and Doina Ignat, who also got a bronze medal last year in the Romanian 8.
But it's certainly a big step up from last year in Indianapolis, where there were so many false starts. Here, everybody's finding it perfectly clear and very, very easy. Very quick there, the Romanians closest to the camera as they get away off the start.
French away well, but in fact the Americans, the quickest of all the starters. Just as a little form guide, the Australians, they won in Lucerne ahead of Germany, with the United States in 3rd. And on that form, the United States have got something like 5 seconds to make up, but that was a month ago, and this is the championship today.
A chance to see that start again here. All those crews moving well away there, perhaps Australia in lane 3, just the slowest of them to react to the green, because her partner was injured and unable to row, and she's picked up her new partner, and they are well in the pack here and moving well.
So the United States still with their bow ahead. The Australians now beginning to move through after a few steady early strokes, and here the German combination, Heike Zazwoka and Andrea Getsch on the far side. They were just over 2.5 seconds behind the Australians in Lucerne. So a little work for them, at least on paper, to do to get into the medals.
The United States got away very well there, moved away very, very quickly. But it's Canada here, good solid strokes through the middle of the stroke past the pin. Good finishes. But it's Australia who've taken up the pace with the United States, and Australia just about level at 500 meters and beginning to edge ahead. So that fast start from the Americans beginning to hurt them a little bit as they move into the second 500, and Australia in a good, strong, sweet moving boat.
France just about 3rd, ahead of Germany, with Canada and Romania completing the lineup. And the Australians really do look good in this early stage of the race.
There's a lot of rain coming down, you can hear it there in the background. There's rain, it's slippery on the hands, on the oar handles, but focus is good, and the Australians are really holding that American crew now at bay, half a length ahead, and very good on the pickup. Very close to the water on the catches, very solid in the middle of the stroke. And here's the new combination from France, moving very well indeed in 3rd place. She's a very big athlete at stroke there, Céline Garcia, and very difficult to move from sculling into rowing in this way in such a short space of time, but she's made that transition very, very effectively indeed.
And no doubt feeling a little pressure, because she'll know that her partner, Christine Gusser, is looking for a hat-trick of world medals, and she'll really want to do her best. But here's the American partnership. Missy, 23 in the bow, and Karen, 26. Sitting in front of her, but still the Australians have this lead now, as we get our first look at the Romanians.
It's Romania, very long arms and legs, very tall athletes, but as a country, they're finding it very, very difficult in this aftermath of the breakup of the communist bloc, and they're finding it very difficult to find the money and the training facilities to keep up in the field, and they've been finding it quite tough after years and years of domination. But it's Australia out in front now, being pressed by the United States. The United States got a nice rhythm, boat moving very, very nicely, the stern not dipping too much, moving very well, and it's France in 3rd place, holding that position well, and on the far side, Germany in 4th place.
The front two looking to be clear of the rest, who might scrap out for the bronze medal. But here's Megan in the bow, 22 years of age, from Canberra Rowing Club. Useful on the ergometer when she's not in the boat. And Kate sitting in front of her, 23, from Adelaide. She's an accountant when she's not rowing. And these two women looking to improve on the performance that Australia put in last year when they took the bronze medal in this event with a different crew. That was Anna Ozelins and Carmen Klomp, and with a major chance now to get a better value of medal this time around.
The United States having a push here, trying to get back on terms. American women always very strong in rowing. Australia becoming one of the top 3 or 4 nations at women's rowing, and here holding that lead very well indeed. And France maintaining 3rd place.
Got a lot of work to do if they want to get on terms with the front two, but rowing quite nicely, and you can see big gaps opening up now on this field. But the Americans really trying to turn the screw on the Australians, and it's bow to bow, head to head. If anything, maybe the Americans just ahead, but the angle's quite deceptive.
Yes, I think it's more like the angle there, and Australia are maintaining a half to 3/4 of a length lead. Could be that the United States are settling for that 2nd place, trying to hold off the French. They know that Australia is fast and strong, and Australia, as they move into the last 400 meters or so of the race, are moving away, if anything.
The order through the last quarter hasn't changed. The gap, though, widening up. On the far side, the Germans trying to revive just a little bit. An outside chance of putting some pressure on the French, maybe, for the bronze medal. But at the moment, it's Australia moving more sweetly now than at any stage during the race now. The Australians really looking good. That really is running well, that boat. And the Americans now clearly 2nd. And the French trying to get contact with the Americans and mount a challenge for the silver.
Yes, it's a length between each of the crews there. The first couple of medals very clear, with Germany putting pressure on France. Boat rolling around quite a bit in the Australian boat. It's always looked a little bit rocky, a bit unsteady, but it's very powerful when the blades are in the water. And it's certainly not slowing them down to that extent, because they are clearly in the lead here as they come up to the last 250 meters. Length and clear water ahead, and moving very nicely off the finish.
The Americans still in 2nd place and holding off the French. They look to be doing that quite effectively. The Germans over a length off the pace. The Canadians trying to mount a challenge. They've got an overlap on the Germans at the moment, but both of those crews have got an awful lot of work to do if they want to snatch a bronze medal, because that's really all they can hope for as the Australian flags begin to fly. And there's one man standing on the finish line, John Boltby, the Secretary-General of FISA. This is last World Championship regatta before he returns down under to take over the directorship of the Australian Academy for Elite Sport, and he'll be delighted to see this performance by these two young women.
And these 6 crews all qualified for next year's Olympics. These 6 nations, and favourites for the Olympics will be this crew. From Australia, a length clear of United States. Very strong performance. United States in 2nd place, and overlapping them, the new combination from France. Delighted there, Christine Goss, with her 3rd place, with a new partner with so little time.
Germany holding off Canada, and it'll be Romania to come home in 6th place. Well, that was a very, very good effort. A very steady start, found their rhythm, and then moved very sweetly through. But as it is, they take the bronze, the United States the silver, and Megan Still and Kate Slatter delighted with their 1st World Championship gold. So the Vice President of FISA, Aurélien Val, has the honour of presenting the gold medals to the 2 Australian women, Megan Still and now Kate Slatter.